Hello everyone, hope you guys doing very well. Today I checked this Lexus. I got code cylinder 1 air fuel ratio imbalance. So I am pretty sure this problem is from injectors, but I am not sure is it the port injectors or direct ignition injectors. So direct ignition injector is under the intake and hard to remove. So let's get started. We will check port injectors first. If there is no problem, then we will go to the direct ignition injector. Then we will see if there is any problem or not. So to remove this intake, we need to disconnect the hoses and the connectors. Everything in the way of intake, we have to remove it. So we need to sure we didn't break anything. You can use this kind of wire or anything narrow to remove these wire clips. If you pull them directly, they will be breaked and cannot be used again. So it's better to remove properly. Now we will remove throttle body control. To remove throttle body, we need to remove 4 10 mm bolts. After removing throttle, there is another 12 mm bolt which holds the intake. We have to remove this one also. Now we will remove this booster hose from the intake. Be careful with this one because you can easily break intake, so be careful this one. Now we will remove a few Allen keys and also 10 mm nuts. Anything else which holds the intake, we will remove that. I will remove this with this Allen key. For 10 mm I will use box, 10 mm box. There is another 12 mm bolt behind the intake. Also there is an hose you need to remove from this side, and you need to remove 12 mm bolt from the behind. This one is also hold intake. Now after removing everything, we will remove intake very carefully. Now you can see injectors very easily. This one is port injectors, 3 this side and 3 on this side. This wire is no need to remove. You have to remove fuel hose from behind the engine, and then remove for 12 bolts. That's all. You can remove 12 you can remove port injectors. Then we will check port injectors. If there is no problem with port injector, we will proceed to direct ignition injectors. Now after removing all the bolts and the fuel hose, we will take out our port injectors. This is our port injectors. Actually they look clean to me, but I will check them for sure is there any problem or not. This one is number one, so I will mark it down. So when I will check them, I need to be sure is there any problem with the injector number one or not. This one is number one, and the opposite side is number two. Then number 3, number 4, and number 5 and 6. So I will mark number 1, and then we will see what happened. After removing port injectors, I noticed grease, and I also noticed they are very clean. So I asked customer, he already checked injector in another workshop. Customer always try to hide these things, I don't know why. So I asked him, he said he already checked port injectors, there is no problem. So now we will open direct injectors. I hope there will be problem in port injectors. To remove direct ignition injectors, remove this all 12 bolts and nuts from both sides. Then carefully take out a bottom intake, then remove gaskets, from both sides. So now you can see the direct ignition injectors. They are pretty hard to remove, but I will show you the good method to remove them. They very easily broke when you try to remove their connectors, so you need to be very careful with them. Also put anything in intakes, so if you mishandle any bolt or nut, nothing will go direct into the engine. Now we will spray some WD-40 on direct ignition injectors, because sometime we found they are very hard to remove, so we will spray some WD-40. We hope they will come out easily. Now we will remove this pipe which connect both fuel lines together. Just remove 4 10 mm bolts. After that, now we will remove these 12 mm bolts which they hold both injectors, so we will remove them. After that, I will show you how you can remove injectors from head. So carefully remove open these bolts and try not to hit with injector connectors. Also remove two hoses, fuel hoses from backside of engine. One is rubber hose and other one is steel hose. Remove these hoses, then we will start removing our direct ignition injectors from engine. we just remove one side of direct ignition injectors. Now you can see how these injectors are how they get too much carbon on them. So I am very sure this is the problem, but I will check levels on injector machine to assure is this is problem or not. Here I connect two injectors in series because direct ignition injectors are 6 volt. So I connect them in series. I will use a small 12 volt battery to check them. You can also use 12 volt power supply, or if you have 6 volt power supply, then you don't need to connect them in series. Now I will check them and see if the injector number 1 has issue or not. The first one is injector from cylinder number 1, and we will compare it with the other injector. No matter which one you are comparing, the main purpose is they should be a level. They should be same to each other. This one is the first one. Now you can see there is a difference between both injectors, so we need to clean them in ultrasonic cleaner. You can use ultrasonic cleaner. You can also use injector cleaner. After cleaning them, we will install them back. The installation is very easy. Removing is little bit difficult. Do not use any a wire brush on them. Just use ultrasonic cleaner, they will be fine. Please do subscribe to my channel, also like this video, so this will be help to bring me more videos for you. Thank you so much.